For those unfamiliar with this story, Alec Baldwin is currently in trial over a tragedy that happened on the set of a movie that he was filming in 2021 called Rust. While filming a scene with a prop weapon, an actual bullet was released from the chamber of a gun that was being pointed at a crew member. This resulted in that crew member, cinematographer Helena Hutchins, untimely passing. Baldwin was on trial to determine whether he was at fault. While investigators were researching, they discovered that Jensen Ackles had also been given a real bullet for his prop weapon, meaning that Jensen Ackles could have potentially been in the same situation that Alec was in. And those weren't the only 2 live bullets found on the scene. Investigators found live bullets in a prop cart, in a box of ammo, and in 2 prop gun holsters belonging to Alec Baldwin and Jensen Ackles. Ackles was on set on the day of the accident and doesn't appear on the movie's IMDb anymore. His role was recast when they resumed filming. While things may still be unclear right now as to what exactly happened and how, the one thing that is clear is that the right safety protocols were not exercised on that set, and someone needs to be held responsible for that. There is no excuse for why a life was lost that day.
One of multiple live bullets found on the set of Rust by investigators of the 2021 fatal shooting was discovered in the bandolier of actor Jensen Ackles, according to crime scene technician Marissa Popple. Popple disclosed the detail while on the stand during the second day of testimony in the involuntary manslaughter trial of actor Alec Baldwin, nearly 3 years after cinematographer Helena Hutchins was fatally shot on the New Mexico set of the Western film. Asked about the live rounds of ammunition that were discovered on set, Popple said investigators found some on a prop cart, in a box of ammo, and also in 2 prop gun holsters. The one worn by Alec Baldwin and another worn by co-star Ackles. Mr. Ackles, another actor on the set, turns out that he, as he acted and performed, had a live bullet in his bandolier, correct? Asked defense attorney Alex Spiro. Yes, Popple replied. You have no reason to think Ackles had any idea that was there, right? Spiro continued. Correct, Popple said. Ackles, known for his longtime role on the series Supernatural and Amazon's The Boys, was on set the day Hutchins was killed and spoke to USA Today about the tragedy in a 2022 interview. You can chalk it up to negligence or try to point a finger at anybody, Ackles told the publication. At the end of the day, it was a horrible accident that ended with a life. Unfortunately, those do happen all the time around the world everywhere. You don't normally witness them like I did, and it's certainly shocking and jarring. It makes you value life even more than you had. Ackles remembered Hutchins' talent. We were only about a week and a half away from being done with that film, so there was a lot of footage in the can and she was doing something really exceptional, he said in his USA Today interview. She was an incredible talent and I wish there was some way to get it out there to the masses, but I don't know that that's possible.
The entire case against Alec Baldwin has been dismissed over prosecutorial misconduct which involved withholding evidence. The news has come as an abrupt shock and details are still unraveling about what took place. TMZ Special Prosecutor Erlinda Ocampo-Johnson, who resigned during Friday's hearing, was quoted as saying,
"As prosecutors, we have obligations to disclose all the evidence. When I learned this morning of the existence of the evidence that had not been disclosed, I believed that the right decision was to dismiss the case. When my voice was not heard, I asked to withdraw from the case. We not only owe a duty to the people, but to the defendants accused of crimes as well. The prosecution must always be above reproach."
Special Prosecutor Carrie Morrissey also gave a statement to reporters saying,
"I believe that the importance of the evidence was misconstrued by the defense attorneys. But I have to respect the court's decision."
The judge dismissed the Rust case after finding law enforcement had concealed evidence that prevented the actor from preparing his defense. Baldwin broke down in tears, as did his wife Hilaria, as it became apparent the judge was dismissing the case. Baldwin faced up to 18 months in prison if convicted in the death of Rust cinematographer Helena Hutchins. So the turn of events is incredibly dramatic. Baldwin's attorney, Alex Spiro, claimed authorities intentionally concealed evidence of live ammo on the set. Police investigator Marissa Popple testified she had been instructed by her superiors to create a report documenting that police had received ammunition, and to file it under a different case number than the Rust case. In other words, it wouldn't be visible to the defense. Live ammunition on the set is a critical part of the case and could have helped Baldwin argue those around him were responsible for loose safety standards. So this seems to have to do with what was recently revealed regarding Jensen Ackles, which is what we were initially reporting on.